I'm sure we've all heard of the Microsoft scam, right? So whether it's from Microsoft or whatever, you think that's a reputable company, okay. They are not coming to your computers. If you have a problem, you call the numbers that you know are legitimate. You call them, okay? We treat every incoming call, email, or text message with disbelief. If you don't know who the sender is, you know who it is? It's a stranger. And if I don't know that person, they're a stranger, to treat them all with disbelief. When people start asking for personal information or for money, we should be having like flip-flops happening in our belly, okay? This is what we call a red flag, all right? And then when they start putting urgency into these payments, oh, you got to pay right away. We need to give you the money. You need to get the money to us right away, or else, or they just say, oh, the sooner you get us the money, the sooner we can clear up your computer, blah, blah, blah. So all of those things, if you can try to remember those things when you're receiving emails or calls, and just take your time. There is no emergency in any of these scams. Okay, so take your time and ask questions. And just remember, there's no emergency. No matter what's happening, I got to get in touch with somebody before I do anything. And if you tell them, you know what, I'm not doing anything until I speak to my son-in-law or I speak to my daughter, and they start threatening, oh, I'm going to send the police. Send them all. Send the police. They're my friends. No problem. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to hang up the phone and they're going to move on to the next person. Not that we want them moving on to the next person, but you know what? If we are all educated, then that's the idea. And these calls, folks, how do you stop it? I don't know. And I don't think we'll ever really be able to stop them. If nothing else, I call them nuisance calls. If you are getting calls, folks, or emails, and they're all scams, you can report that. So if you're not out any, personal identity has not been compromised and you haven't given any money away, you can contact the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. They will take a report. So if it's phone numbers that keep calling you, you keep getting emails, you can go on the computer and Google up Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. They are basically a national data collection agency taking phone numbers and information. And if at some point they get some information where there is suspect info, then they will then do the investigation. It's run through RCMP and OPP, and then depending on where it is in the province or in Canada, then they might contact the local police service to assist as well. But that's who you can report that to.